Hi, my name is Joanna Guzman, and for my literature review, I decided to focus on Latino parental involvement and student achievement. I decided to focus on this topic for my literature review because I wanted to further explore what has been done to promote parental involvement, as well as gain knowledge on current Latino home literacy practices and how these forms of parental involvement affect students' academic achievement. I started my literature review by looking at parental involvement and its implications for student achievement. I then touched on how Latino and/or immigrant parents are faced with far more barriers when attempting to participate in their child's education. From here, I explored how others have managed to promote parental involvement. Yet, despite the literature showing that parents can be a positive influence in their child's education, parental involvement has been difficult to maintain. However, partaking in home literacy practices such as reading a book with one's child can facilitate both parental participation and student academic achievement. To dive further into parental involvement, one of the studies that I included in my literature review was by Lefray and Shaw. They measured both formal and informal types of parental involvement, such as attending school functions, and if there were clear expectations of academic achievement in the home, and so forth. Data showed a positive correlation between parental support and students graduating high school on time. From this study, one can gather the importance of both formal and informal types of parental participation. Furthermore, given the implications of parental involvement, I wanted to further explore the impact of home literacy practices. Thus, in a study by Niklaus and Schneider, researchers provided kindergarten students with a literacy intervention by teaching their parents the importance of home literacy and how to implement at-home reading practices. Parents in this study were encouraged to read to their children, talk about reading at home, and play educational games. The data showed a significant increase in vocabulary among students whose parents had participated in this study. This then leads us to the problem. Given aforementioned findings, educators still struggle to promote and maintain parent participation. Also, Hispanic immigrant parents have expressed their desire for involvement, but have felt discouraged by cultural differences such as language barriers and inflexible work schedules. Although they could participate in their child's education through home literacy practices, children who come from a low socioeconomic status or who are English language learners tend to have limited access to books or literacy practices within the home. Furthermore, of the English language learners in the United States, Latino students make up the majority of this population. Thus, when compared with other ethnic minority families, Latino families have been less likely to engage in home literacy practices. In closing, the literature shows that parental involvement is a predictor of student achievement, and while there are vast studies surrounding the topic, there is limited research on Latino parental involvement and its impact on reading achievement. Thus, further research should further investigate what is the effectiveness of oral storytelling among Latino parents on students' vocabulary ages 0 to 5.